Greetings and salutation, and welcome to Aisha Speaks JADE podcast, where I am your hostess. Aisha, also lovingly known as JADE. And so what I want to speak about is the topic is 4 ways to shift your money mindset from scarcity, to abundance. 4 ways to shift your money mindset from scarcity to abundance. And so hopefully through the rest of this week, I want to be talking about money mindset, shifting your mind when it comes to your money and, your abundance. So if you find yourself living paycheck to paycheck, then it's possible that you've cultivated a scarcity mindset in relationship to money. And at some point in your life, you may have experienced an event which now dictates your mindset concerning your finances. And consequently, you now operate from that mental space, leaving you with less than desirable results. You may find yourself afraid to spend money or spending most of your money the minute it hits your checking account. So while there are certainly emotional components associated with this, most important of all is the mindset you maintain around how you make and spend money. With a scarcity mindset, you'll find yourself always focusing on never having enough. How then do we shift from scarcity to abundance? And so let's just jump right into this. And if you're just tuning in with me, I want to welcome you to Aisha Speaks JADE podcast, where I am your hostess with the mostest and always wanting to give you good gems. Aisha, also lovingly known as JADE. And so let me thank you in advance for listening to this replay, which will be available shortly after. Okay, so we're going to take a few ways that we can start shifting our mindsets from scarcity to abundance. The first would be money needs direction. So most people know this as having a budget or a financial plan. So from a practical standpoint, this makes complete sense. If you don't have a plan for your money, then you'll never really shift your financial situation. However, the structure of this plan stems from the mindset that your money needs direction and a plan in order to meet your financial goals. The next I want to briefly speak about is cut emotional spending. Cut emotional spending. So emotional spending is a huge issue for many people because we are often driven by our emotions depending on what's happening in our lives. If we're going through some things, a lot of people like to spend money. They say it makes them, feel good when they're spending their money and going shopping and doing the things that they love. So, if life isn't moving according to our plan, then we feel powerless amidst chaos and turn to money in order to make things right. Money represents power, so it's no surprise that many use it to ease their pain and regain a sense of control when life throws a few curveballs. Our next one is money is personal, not relative. Money is personal, not relative. Excuse me. Money is personal, not relative. It's easy to compare your financial situation to those in your family, friends, or coworkers. This can create feelings of lack, envy, and despair concerning the state of your finances. So consider your personal financial goals for yourself, not as they should be in relationship to what you see in others. So you may see someone driving, let's say, the latest car, and you may feel jealous about it. However, you may not see they are just barely scraping together the money to make the payments every month. So don't always believe that every time you see someone who may have a nice car, nice home, have something that's making you get in your feelings, don't always think that they went down this easy road and snapped their fingers and clicked their heels and poof, everything just happened so perfect. I feel like a lot of people have gone through challenges or struggles and they had to do what they had to do to get where they need to get. Then you have some people that's still struggling. You just don't see it. Okay? So again, they just may barely be scraping together the money to pay for that car or whatever the case may be. Yet as you compare your situation, it shifts your mindset from being appreciative for what you have to now being insecure about what you don't have. So you're in your feelings about somebody else. You're thinking that, the clicking of the heels and the snapping of the fingers and the blinking of the eye, everything just worked out so perfectly for them. You're questioning yourself or the universe or the divine or whomever, like, why does this person or why does everybody else have all this stuff and I'm still struggling to get what I want? Well, guess what? That's not always the case. And it definitely has shifted your mindset to you feeling very insecure and negative about you. Okay? So money is personal and best kept that way to avoid a negative shift that will inevitably affect your financial situation. And lastly, change your money script. So, if you've ever said to yourself, I'll never be able to afford that. Have you ever said that to yourself? Be honest. I'm sorry. My apologies. Be honest with yourself. I know I've said it. That I'll never be able to afford this or never be able to get this and things like that. It's come across the mind before. Or maintain the perspective that you will never be as successful as your wealthy friend, coworker, associate, or whomever. Then you've encountered a negative money script. Money scripts shape the mental tape we have about money. So they are commonly referred to as money blocks. Negative money scripts can have disastrous effects on your financial situation because what you think affects how you feel, which then shapes the action you take and eventually the results you get. So, you can see why it's important to identify any negative money scripts so that you can shift them into positive scripts that will eventually shape your financial life in a positive way. So, how do you think you could possibly start changing that? Well, EFT, which is better known as tapping, is a great way to start identifying and shifting your scarcity mindset into abundance. If you don't know what EFT or tapping is, YouTube it, Google it, do the research. It is to simply get started. The results are life-changing. Try it. What can you lose? If you YouTube it, you're not paying for it. You can check it out. tapping for beginners or EFT tapping for beginners. See how it is. See if it works. If it doesn't, you're not losing anything. You can go to a different plan, but try tapping. So, tapping is a component of bilateral stimulation, which works to break up mindset blocks we may be carrying concerning money, or for that matter, whatever the concern is, but particularly we're speaking about money. So as you consider changes to your finances, start with examining your mindset to see how you may be sabotaging yourself even while planning for your financial future. So I hope that was interesting to you. It was definitely interesting to me. I'm going to get back into YouTube and looking at some tapping or EFT and just trying it and see if it will really change my mindset and start opening up some financial blessings or financial fortune. I want to try it for, I don't know, maybe a week and see what happens. Just be kind of open-minded. You understand? Because at the end of the day, we need to change our mindsets about different things. We should not allow ourselves to always be in a negative and or dark place. And I say this so much for myself as well, because I try to be, I always like to include myself in anything that I speak of. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's like I need to try it and see what happens. Because it's so easy to think or be negative for a lot of people. Not all, but for a lot of people versus let's have the mindset of being positive, right? We start off good. We have this positive mindset. We're doing our I am affirmations and motivational things and inspirational things, and we're listening to podcasts and doing all of this. Then somewhere, wherever that where is, somewhere a click happens and our mindset goes way left and becomes negative. And then it can be so hard to get out of that funk or that mindset or space. So let's work on it. We're in March. It's still early. We're 3 months into the year. Let's work on changing our mindsets, people. So thank you so much as always. Again, this replay will be available shortly after, okay? But I invite all of you to join my social media platforms if you have not. I see that I did not reach my goal that I wanted to, but that is okay. I still invite and encourage everyone to tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. All of you guys, please join my social media platforms, which I am on Facebook right now, Instagram, Twitter, and I have a YouTube channel that you can go to and subscribe and hit that notification bell. You can find me at Aisha Speaks Jade. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and my YouTube channel. Aisha Speaks Jade. Again, my YouTube channel. Go and subscribe. Hit that thumbnail. Hit that notification bell. Look at all the replays. I appreciate everyone's patience for things, getting on my platforms, uploaded and things of that nature. Also, if you are on LinkedIn, please join me on my LinkedIn, Aisha Jade Speaks. People always remember, know your worth and your self-value. Love yourself internally, respect yourself, be the queens or goddesses that you were meant to be. Hold yourself accountable, hold your head up high. Young men and men, be the prince and kings that you are meant to be. As we all know, we go through challenges, so make sure to catch it, check it, and change it. It's not always easy, but it is definitely achievable. With that being said, have a wonderful evening. Have a better tomorrow. Nam Yoho Rin Kyo. Be good to yourself. Bless up.